What's up, YouTube? I just want to make a video that some future content that's coming. I ordered some paint, gaskets for my Action Plus intake. Going to be putting that into the wagon, or on the wagon. See what difference that makes. Got that. That's coming. Later on in the future, I'm going to be doing the strut towers on that car. I'll probably make a video on how to do those. Plan on putting a stick in that car, so I'll be doing that video. Pedals, stick shift swap. Let's see. Intake, strut towers, 5-speed swap. I had a cam that I was supposed to buy for the wagon. That fell through. The gentleman couldn't find it. I was going to try to put a cam in it when I did the 5-speed swap. Because the motor and trans is going to come out when I do the 5-speed swap. So I was thinking, well, I could slip the cam in it, put the hydraulic stuff on it, the rockers on it, pin the rocker studs in the heads while the motor's out. But the guy couldn't find the camshaft, so it was $60 E-cam. So got to find a cam first. Worst case scenario, I'll just run what's in it. Best case scenario, I find a cheap cam that I can shove in it and slap that all together. For now, I'm going to be changing the intake just to show you guys the difference between the stock 4-barrel intake that's on it and the Action Plus 8011 that we did some work to. And that's the only change I'm going to make as far as performance to the car, just the intake. So then I'm going to do an electric fan after we see what it runs. See what it goes with the electric fan. I told you guys this stuff before, I think, but I like to go back over it so you guys know what's coming. I got all the paint and the gaskets ordered for the intake. I got the intake cleaned up for the most part. So I'll paint that when the paint comes in, and I'll toss it on, and then we'll see what it goes, what it picks up. If it picks up a lot, if it picks up a little bit. Let me know what you guys think. How much is it going to pick up from a regular 4-barrel intake to a Action Plus, Wing Action Plus 8011 intake with a little bit of port work and redesigning going on in there. I have a general idea of what I think, but I want to hear what you guys think on that. How many tenths, not so much horsepower, but how many tenths in a quarter mile do you think it's going to pick up? We want a 1490 with the car how it is. The heat's kind of going to hinder us because it is hot. It was, I think, 97 or 99 degrees today. Right now it's like 80. I'm actually sweating right now. But it's hot, it's humid, so that's going to hinder it a little bit. But we can get a good idea of what it should run in cooler weather. So let me know what you guys think about that. What's it going to pick up putting that intake on? Leave a comment. Tell me how many tenths. You think it's going to be 1, 2, 3, half a second? Find out. But we got that. And like I said, the electric fan I want to do. Going to try the 600 carburetor after I run it with the 750, because the 750 is already on it. But I want to try both carburetors to see which one is faster. I'm probably not going to get into jetting them and all that stuff because that's just a lot of work to do. And I don't have a wideband in the car at the moment. So that's just a lot of, I'd have to pull the plugs out, read them, buy plugs. It's a lot of crap to do. So I just want to see what they do, pretty much how they are. Get an idea of which one it likes. If it likes a 600, if it likes a 750, and then I'll jet whatever one shows better potential to the engine, how it is. That's going to also change when we put gear and a stick in it, so we might have to come back to that later on. But for now, we'll do the intake, play around with carburetors, electric fan, and then I'm going to do the strut towers, 5-speed swap, and possibly convert it to a hydraulic roller and put a cam in it. Possibly. So there's that for that car. The 55, that one's getting stuff done to it slowly. We got the fuel system pretty much. The pump's mounted, the cell's mounted. I think I got to tighten the cell up. Fuel lines routed from the cell to the pump with the filter, from the pump up to the carburetor, or regulator I should say. I got to set the motor and trans. Well, the motor's got to go in it with the headers, so I can see where I want to put the regulator and all that stuff. The engine's coming together slowly. I keep running into stupid problems. The first thing was got the wrong rings for it. I didn't realize that these pistons had a thinner ring, so I had to order a different set of rings. Summit took care of me on that. And then the oil pump, when I bought the pan, it came with a pickup. I didn't realize the pan, or the pickup I should say, I didn't realize it had different sizes, 5/8, 3/4. And evidently they got different locations if the pump's turned, if the pump's straight out to the motor, you know, facing toward the front of the motor, all that good fun stuff. So that's been a slight learning curve for me because I don't mess with small block Chevys like that. At least not the bottom ends. So I got a pump coming for that hopefully fits the pickup tube that came with the pan, so that way all that fits together the way it's supposed to. It's got the crank scraper hooked up on it. Not hooked up, but laid out and clearanced. I got a silicone that to the block. It's got the windage tray clearanced around the oil pump, which I might have to do more clearancing to, but it's on all that for the most part. We'll see when I put the new pump on it. It's got a hardened oil pump shaft in it now. It's got decent stuff on it, so that's getting together. Hopefully that oil pump will be here this week, and I can get that short block completed, and then we can start putting the heads on it, the lifters on it, get that engine together. If I can get it to a dyno, that would be ideal. I'd like to see how much power it makes. Take you guys with me for that. But there is still some stuff I gotta get. I gotta get push rods and things, so just bear with me. That's some future content that I would like to provide for you guys. So we got the wagon, we got that thing coming together. The Mustang's kind of pushed to the back burner at the moment. I think that might come out next year. I'm undecided. I really kind of want to get the wagon with the stick in it and the 55 back going, so that way those two are running and driving again. And then the Mustang, get that one where it runs and drives, and go racing with it. Go racing with all of them, I guess, really. But that car has one purpose at the moment, and that's to race. So that's why it's kind of on the back burner, because I want something where I can go to car shows with the family, you know, have some time to wind down to myself and with the family, and just enjoy sitting back and whether it's at the car show they have at Johnson's Farm every Friday night, or whether we're going to Cecil to race them, or whatever the case may be. I just want something to have some fun and leisure with, where this car is going to be more so, it's going to take a lot of dedication to get this car where it needs to go. So it's got to go together, it's got to run, hit the dyno, be tuned, then go to the track and get it dialed in where it works. 60-foot passes to get the 60 down, 330 passes, whatever, and then run it out to the 8th and get the thing, once the suspension's all set up and I get it working where I want it, get that car where it goes A to B to the 8th, because that's all I'm going with it. If it gets the record to the 8th, I might try to run it out the back door, but I'm really not trying to break it. So, we'll see. Like I said, that might be next year. I might try to crack down over winter on that car. So, I've had another guy's car here I've been working on, buddy of mine. So I'm trying to get that one done and out of here soon. That car has been problematic. Brand new MSD distributor in that, and the pickup went bad after one run. Running for maybe 10 minutes, if that. Trying to time it, get it where it's, ran it through the gears a little bit, and it's got a bad pickup already. So, brand new Pro Billet MSD distributor. So I'm waiting on the pickup to come for that. How I can do all that all over again. And then after that's running, I got some other stuff I got to finish up and put back together with interior and things in it. And then I got the sedan Fairmont, the American Mont, whatever you want to call that thing. One with the red, white, and blue with the cage and stuff in it. I got that car. Gentleman wants that documented to build. So I'm going to document that build. We're going to be taking a car, all the stuff out of one into the other. Rear out of a car into that one. Suspension, some of the stuff is changing. So there's going to be some stuff done with that, where it's going to be from one to the other, and getting that car where it can race and live another life. There's a lot going on. This isn't just, I got all that stuff and then family stuff that's more important than any of the car stuff. So I can't put the content out that I would like to due to having a full-time job. This isn't my gig where, it makes me money. If you could tell by looking at my channel, 400 and some subscribers, which I appreciate all you guys watching, by the way. But it doesn't pay the bills, so this part of my life is probably the least invested. It's the least invested thing that I have, unfortunately for you guys. But I try to put stuff out for you guys to see. You guys follow me for a reason, and I appreciate that. And try to give you guys a reason to keep on watching. So this 13-minute video or whatever 20-minute video ends up being, you guys get to look forward to some stuff that's coming in the future. The race with the Malibu, my girl's car, I'd like to do that. I just want those cars to sit more similar, because right now the Malibu definitely sits better than the Ford. It's got the cam, it's got the intake, so I at least want to get my intake on and maybe the electric fan on, so that way those cars are more closer together, so you guys can get a fair assessment. I want to weigh both cars. What I would like to do, be the ideal situation to weigh them, race them, switch drivers, race them again. That way you guys get a fair comparison of what each car does. Probably drag them you know, both of them just to see what they do, so that way you guys get actual time on them as well. But it's fun to watch them sit next to each other and make passes, even if it's going to take a year to watch the pass, because cars aren't fast at all. Probably be the slowest cars on YouTube, drag racing. So that'll be neat to see, and it's stuff for you guys to get a kick out of, hopefully. So as long as everything works out, we'll have that stuff coming for you in the future. And stay tuned. Like I said, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. Leave a comment below about what you guys think that intake's going to do for the wagon. Curious to see what you guys think on that. So I'm going to get inside now, because it is, if I didn't already tell you guys the time, it's 2:15 in the morning here. So, and I'm hot. It's time for me to go in, sit with the cats and watch a show and wind down before I go to sleep, and then have work tomorrow. So that being said, you guys have a good night or day, depending when you watch this, and like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks again for watching.